What's good, everybody? It's your boy QT Moore back with another video, another women's basketball player spotlight. This time we're talking about Kennedy Smith. But before we get to that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It's free. It's free. It's free. It costs nothing. It costs no money to support. It costs no money. But anyways, let's get straight to it. This is one of the ones that I've been waiting to do. I'm really excited for what Kennedy Smith might be able to do this season. The opportunity that she'll have this season to be able to show her game offensively just as much as her defensive skill set. Um, Everyone knows. Well, I don't want to say everyone knows. Most should know how elite she is defensively. She might be the best perimeter defender in the league in the country. She might be the best defender, period, in the country. Um, like the things she can do defensively at her size, and it's just incredible. She can pick you up 94 feet. She can block your shot. She can steal the ball from you, pick your pocket. Um, she anticipates spots well. She understands team defense. She helps her teammates out. She does everything well defensively. There's not one thing on defense that I'm like, nope. Everything defensively she does extremely well, and that's going to be the key for her as she continues to grow in her skill set. Is that defense is always going to be there. That elite defense is always going to be something she could fall back on. But the offense is what I'll be looking at because, like I said, phenomenal defender. But if she can add the offensive game, and I don't want to say add it, like if she can show that that offensive game is there from what we saw in high school and from what we saw in certain games in college, this is a completely different player. This is a player of a completely different echelon. Um, she's a quiet killer. She doesn't talk a lot. She doesn't say a lot. Um, she does show emotion on the court. I'm not gonna say she doesn't show emotion on the court because she does, but she's gonna kill you quietly. She's not gonna be like, yeah, I'm done talking crazy. No, none of that. Very similar to her teammate Juju Watkins, who is out for the season. So this is why I think this is a big reason why I think she has a big season coming up. But even if she had, she's gonna have a bigger role offensively now. She's gonna have more onus on what happens on the offense, and I'm hopeful that that's the case because there is Jazzy Davidson, who I think is going to be phenomenal right away. I think having players like Jazzy Davidson, London Jones, Kara Dunn are good for her. I don't think those players are going to hinder what she's going to be able to do offensively. I think those players help her because you have players in the backcourt that can shoot the ball, can score the ball, and can also make plays for others. So and they shoot efficiently. That's another big thing is they shoot the ball efficiently, not the other guards that they had didn't or don't, but they shoot the ball efficiently. They know exactly what they want to do night in, night out. Kennedy Smith, on the other hand, she's a great mid-range scorer, I believe. She's great against the rim, finishing through contact. She shot 30% from three, but I think she's a better 3-point shooter than that. I think she can get up to like 36, 37 this season. I think her field goal percentage can go up to like 45, 46. Free throw can probably go up as well. Um, I just, I really believe in her game. I think she has really, really high potential. I think she has the chance to be a top pick in her draft class because that defense is already there. The defense is only going to get better. But if that offense can start tapping into different levels, oh my goodness, the sky's the limit is not even like I know that's said for a lot of people, but the sky is truly the limit for her because like two-way wing two-way wing players, you don't find those often, like and elite ones at that. Like you can find them like okay, like they're good role players, but if Kennedy Smith is able to average like 16 to 18 points this season with like 5 to 6 rebounds, 3 to 4 assists, and then like continue to build on that and the sky is the absolute limit, man. I love watching Kennedy Smith play because she's not just like we've seen like some of the players that I've highlighted in the past videos is versatile offensively, can score in different ways, can score efficiently. Kennedy Smith can do those things as well. She just hasn't had to, and I think some of that is due to having both Juju and Kiki Iriafen on her team last year. We're like, okay, those are the two players that are going to take the bulk of the shots. I'll find my times to get shots. I'll find my times to score. Now there isn't that. Yes, there are guards that can score at a high level, but I wouldn't necessarily say like she should be a third or fourth option anymore. I wouldn't even say I don't know if she should be the second option. Like I still think there's a lot that they can run through her I think she has the ability to be a good playmaker. I think she has the ability to be a play initiator and play finisher. Like that the ability to do both of those things is huge for her because of how many guards she's going to be able to play with, and the center play around her is not as solidified as it's been in the past years with like it was last year with Kiki. So I do think she's going to have a big role both offensively, defensively, rebounding the ball, scoring the ball, passing the ball, obviously stealing the ball, blocking shots, all those things. But I think like she may have to be a little bit she may have to be a little bit more vocal this year. I know she's just a sophomore and some of the players around her are older, but I think this is going to be a season where she's going to have to like treat this like it's her team in a way. And that's only going to make them better in the long run. Like I don't think they'll win a championship this year. I don't think they'll be in like a final four, but I think the like you set up Kennedy Smith to be at a higher level when Juju comes back next year. That way, then next year you have Jazzy Davison, who hopefully we're predicting has a phenomenal preseason or phenomenal freshman season. Kennedy Smith having a phenomenal sophomore season, and then Juju coming in for her last season, and they're all playing super confidently and playing well together. And then that's when I look at Coach Gottlieb and I say, you cannot put all the onus on one player. And I think this is a year where she has to figure out or like she knows she can't do that because as talented as Jazzy is, as talented as Kennedy is, there is no Juju out there. And that's not a knock to any of them. It's just Juju is one of the greatest scorers we've ever seen in college basketball, men or women. So to be like you can't play the same offense that you ran with her the last 2 years with this team now. You have to it has to be more motion, it has to be more plays being ran, it has to be things just flowing better for everyone. And I think when it's like that, that's when this team is going to be at their best. And then even when Juju comes back next year, you still do that. Juju is still going to be able to get her shots off and get her game off within the flow of an offense. And I hope Coach Gottlieb realizes that as the season goes on, that okay, like I'm seeing what this player can do. I'm seeing what this player can do. I'm seeing what this player can do. And even if they struggle some games, like you just have to keep fighting. You have to keep playing and keep growing through those different. You have to keep growing through those different growing pains. You have to keep going. You can't just, oh man, we're struggling. All right, we got to make sure that we do this every single time. Like, just keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. It's not all about this year for USC, is what I'll say. This is a big year in terms of figuring out what it's going to look like when you're fully healthy again, what it's going to look like when you have Juju Watkins. And USC has done a great job. Lindsey Gottlieb has done a great job of bringing in top recruits. So I'm sure there's going to be more top recruits to come in on top of what they're on top of what they may be able to do in transfer portal next year. You just never know it from year to year. But I do know this: Kennedy Smith is a phenomenal basketball player and has a ton of potential, and not just defensively. Like offensively, she has a ton of potential. Like there are plays that you're going to see in the highlight reel that I'm going to link in the description on TikTok. There's plays you're gonna see where you're gonna be okay, like she can score. Like you can see like there are certain players that you're just like, all right, like they're gonna be this offensively for most of their career. And that's okay. I don't think Kennedy Smith is one of those players. I think she genuinely has the ability to be a really good scorer while potentially being the best defender in the country and then carrying that over into the pros. Because again, there's not a lot of like there's a lot of like 3-and-D or like two-way, but those that two-way is like lopsided. You know what I mean? I think Kennedy Smith can get to a point where I mean the defense is so damn good. I don't know if the offense is gonna like necessarily like be right here with it, but that offense can get to like a 16, 18 point per game type of ceiling while she's still giving you some of the best defense in the country slash the league professionally in a couple years. Like the ability to be able to do that, what more could you want? Literally, what more could you want? Somebody that can give you 16 to 18, be efficient, not force shots, make the right play, and be that elite defensively. Like I can't wait till I get to put these highlights together just so y'all can see like the 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 defense. It really is. like the definition of elite. Like she literally might be the best player in the league or best defensive player in the country. Um, but I do think the guards play a huge part in her being able to succeed this season, offensively at least. Um, and yeah, I want to see her and Jazzy Davison like really just go off, like go crazy, like just do your thing, be confident, trust each other, trust your teammates, your coaches trust you, organization trusts you, the fans will get behind you every single time. I have high expectations for both Jazzy Davison and Kennedy Smith this year. I think Kennedy Smith averages, I think her averages are going to be like 17, 7, and close to 5. I'll say like 4.6, and then 2.6 steals and a block a game on 45, 36, 77 shooting splits. Now, if I'm able to get those right, I don't know what I need, but I need something, bro, because that would be crazy. I need something. But nevertheless, super excited to see Kennedy Smith play this year. Super excited about what she might be able to bring offensively this year. Already know she's going to bring defensively. So make sure you guys are tapping in with Kennedy Smith and USC Trojans this year so that y'all can see the same things that I'm looking at. And then y'all don't think I'm crazy. Y'all don't think like, oh, he just yapping. He just saying stuff. Because sometimes I do just be saying stuff. No, not just be saying stuff, but sometimes I be yapping. You know, sometimes I get too excited. I talk, like I'm doing right now when I was just trying to close out the video. Basically, literally that. Um, but yeah, super excited to see the season. Make sure you guys are tapping in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe so that you can see everything else that's coming up and everything that I've already done. And thank you guys for tuning in.